John, if I come back to you, I mean, we've heard about all the challenges, we've heard about the good things. I think there is an acknowledgement that there is a gap or an improvement, areas of improvement. So I'm just curious from your perspective. I mean, you've been working with this from outside, you've been looking at it, you've done lots of studies, you've created a platform for dialogue. What does the ideal situation look like, right? What's the perfect situation look like? And would you share that? I mean, maybe let's engage a bit with that, yeah.
So I want to focus particularly on mining-affected communities. So I think when you have a multi-stakeholder forum, when you bring these communities into a multi-stakeholder forum and you've got the business interests sitting there, maybe you've got local government, it's like putting me with Biden and Putin and Elon Musk and Bill Gates in one room, and I'm going to be at a serious disadvantage. Probably I'm not going to be heard. So I think that and I understand the whole issue of communities believing that the minerals belong to them, that they should benefit from the minerals, and I think that is something that the industry needs to look at. But I think that the industry needs to engage with particularly organized groups in communities that are organized. Now I know that there are challenges, and the challenges are around scarce resources. And because of scarce resources, everyone wants something from the table. So the challenges are big. The answers are not easy. I wish I had an easy answer for that. But I think the approach that is needed is like what I would call like facilitated sort of dialogue, where you bring in someone who's able, let's say there's 10 groups in that community, and maybe they're all at war with each other, or maybe they're not, but they've got divergent views. Now, first of all, you want to bring in a facilitator to help get some sort of coherence, some sort of social cohesion amongst these different groups in the community. You've got the anti-mining groups as well, and they're only sort of anti-mining because they don't get jobs or whatever. But, I mean, if mining, sorry, let me just end that point, but if mining moves on or closes, then those same groups are protesting against the closure of the mine. So the thing is to find a way to level the playing field between mines and communities and not mix up communities with a whole lot of other stakeholders. I think that's the first mistake. I think you've got to separate them off. And you've got to dialogue with them separately. And you've got to make sure that their views, their aspirations are somehow aligned with the mining companies' views and aspirations, which is not an easy task. But I think that is key. And secondly, that you raise the whole issue of trust, because this is also around trust, and is that if commitments are made at a meeting at a table, that minutes are kept. I remember years ago looking at one particular mining company and the community, and there was no minutes ever kept. And decisions were being made but not followed through. And I think the other thing is to follow through on decisions, to maybe have a flatter hierarchy within the mining companies where decisions can be made faster and quicker and acted upon. I think that's a challenge for the industry. And then to have facilitated dialogue between the industry and the community. So you've got somebody bridging the gap in between. It may be a moan and groan session, getting to know people. That is 50% of the struggle won. Once you get people around the table. You've achieved half your victory there.